Your favorite fellows are back. What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you once again. I'm here with my best mate over here, Logan Myers, and we are about to review the brand new Bob Odenkirk starring action film, Nobody.
I'm nobody.
And guess what? You're nobody to me anymore, boys. It's me, Uncle Steve.
Nobody, baby, nobody. I was here for the Keith Sweat video review, but apparently I'm in
Yeah,
the wrong place.
yeah, wrong set there, Uncle Henry.
Just
But
like Bob Odenkirk getting punched there, that's me.
right in the background. Hey, tonight, why don't you just call me Hutch?
Hutch Mansell. Hutch.
So, first of all, we're huge fans of Bob Odenkirk, obviously, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul! It's all good, man.
Saul Goodman.
Yeah, the sleazy lawyer turned action star, a casting I never would have predicted, but it absolutely works in this movie. Bob Odenkirk hitting the gym, losing a bunch of weight, getting into shape, and kicking some ass in this film.
He looks a lot more toned and ripped in this film. While they were filming, or before they were filming, getting ready to film, he was working out for about 2 years. He actually learned, some hand-to-hand combat, of course, and went through all the choreographed fight scenes and got in shape. He's not the soft, doughy guy he is in Better Call Saul as that character. He's more believable as, somebody we learned in the film that he has a past, with he says he works for a three-letter agency. We never find out which one, but he does have a particular set of skills, just like Liam Neeson and Charles Bronson, Bruce Willis, just like all those films. This is in line with those. And of course, John Wick. It's the everyday man who is forced into a corner and he has to fight back for his family.
Yeah, pretty much. There's two thieves that or robbers break into their house, and he doesn't really do anything about it. His son and wife are kind of pissed off at him because he didn't stand up for the family and try to defend them.
Yeah, the son tackles one of the burglars and he just kind of
he has a
throws him there.
He has a golf club and doesn't swing it at the robber. So they end up taking off, and the family's pissed off, and it really lights a fire under his ass and saying, I need to step up my game. I'm basically a big pussy. I'm not really trying in life. I'm getting through life the best that I can at this point, just working his day job, just really having bad luck. It really, lights a fire, and he just starts whipping ass, and it comes across this Russian mobster and a bunch of bad guys along the way, but sets up a lot of really great action scenes. Balls to the wall, gory, blood splattered everywhere, teeth getting knocked out, limbs getting knocked off and things like that. Just it's insanely awesome.
Some amazing action scenes and choreographed fight scenes, really believable. Everything that they did, you can imagine would happen in real life. A lot of times in movies, they make the fight scenes so clean and crisp and, like almost like a dance. Well, in real life, if you're in a fight, especially to the death, you're going to be clawing, there's going to be blood, you're going to be picking up glasses along the way, throwing it at people, there's going to be stuff breaking everywhere. It's going to look dirty, gritty, and raw. And this film and the fight scenes, that's what it comes across as, very believable. He's not superhuman. He's not throwing people around. He has to work for every kill that he gets. He picks up a butcher knife, stabs somebody in the leg. It's not, it's not the perfect fight scene you see in other movies. It looks very believable and very reminiscent of, the John Wick movies, of course, with this one being written by Derek Kolstad, who wrote those movies. He knows this style well, and they stick to that formula in this film. Now we learn about Hutch Mansell and his backstory basically in the beginning. He's a suburban dad, kind of stuck in the loop. He's going to work every day. Everything's very predictable. He has a great house and really a great life, but he's just going through the motions, basically. So after this whole incident happens where the burglars break in and he freezes and doesn't do anything, he kind of, that really weighs heavily in his mind and changes him on the inside. And he reverts back to this guy that he once was back in the day. And it sort of sparks everything. He is able to talk again to his wife, and they bond over this. And she sees that it sort of snaps him out of his funk, and sets apart the movie from others as far as the family aspect. And yeah, like you mentioned, the Russian mob, they serve as the major villains in this, especially the one main villain who's like a looks like sort of a lounge singer slash mobster. He
Yeah.
goes to this club and sings real bad, and is out for revenge because Hutch ends up killing one of the I think the sons or the grandsons.
Yeah, one of the sons, and it's one of the first fight scenes in the film. It's probably one of my favorite ones in the bus.
The bus
And,
scene, yeah.
and it's a Russian mobster's son, I believe, and he like beats the shit out of it. Just like the choreography, he's like running around and like taking on like 10 guys. And I was watching this, and one of the actors that's in the bus, one of the Russian mobsters is Elaine Moussi. I interviewed him a few years ago about Kickboxer Vengeance.
Oh, awesome. Yeah,
He's
one
one-
of the guys did look really familiar. Okay.
Yeah,
That's probably him.
it's from 2016's Kickboxer Vengeance.
Okay.
So I recognize that guy. He's a stunt guy, anyways, action guy, and he fights and all that. But I noticed that, so it was pretty cool.
That's
But yeah, it sets up a lot of really great gruesome kill scenes throughout the film, and Hutch just doing his thing and kicking some ass and getting back to his old ways again. Even though he's probably in his 50s at this point, he feels alive again, and it really brings him and his wife together again. They've been kind of drifting apart, and even him and his son. So all around, it's doing good things for Hutch.
We could say it boosts his confidence
Yeah.
to the max here. And yeah, you can see he's having a great time. Even though he's in danger, he feels alive, more alive than he was just doing his regular, normal day job from day to day. We also see a really awesome performance and turn from our old mate, Doc Brown himself, Christopher Lloyd. Marty! As Hutch's father. And yeah, this was really cool. I really liked his role and his, him being a retired FBI agent. He is also a badass who has been sitting on the sidelines for years now, retired. He's in a retirement home, and Hutch ends up kind of getting him into the fray, which he's happy to do. We see some really cool scenes with him in a sawed-off shotgun. And yeah, he's also badass. And then there's also another friend of Hutch's, I guess an adopted brother is what they say, who is played by RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan, in a pretty cool performance. So by the end, they all team up in order to take down the Russian mob. And it's awesome action scenes, bullets flying, blood everywhere, gruesome kills, explosive setup, booby trap set, some really
flying off,
gnarly stuff. Yeah,
guts
it's
flying
like
everywhere.
It's like a violent Call of Duty game. Some of the kills there, yeah, limbs flying, heads flying off. It's crazy.
Yeah, they all like kind of had their backs together. Like all the Russians are blowing up with all the booby traps, and it's just limbs. It's like straight 80s action flick. I love it. And much like a John Wick at the same time, but really well done of Christopher Lloyd and having Bob Odenkirk and RZA's character all together fighting them at the very end. Really great ending to the film, and they kind of set it up for possible sequels. So I'd be interested to see more of this because I absolutely love this movie from start to finish. It's really something I wanted. I didn't think I wanted this with Bob Odenkirk, but it really works. As an actor, he went playing a different character, and he did a really great job.
It's pretty amazing following his career. He went from sketch comedy with the Ben Stiller Show and Mr. Show. Then he, of course, goes into Breaking Bad, which changes his career around. Vince Gilligan saw something into him, and he killed that role. And of course, he gets his own spinoff show with Better Call Saul. And we've seen him in other films, but we've never seen him like this before. We've never seen him as the action star. And he committed to it, trained, went through all the training that he needed to make this believable. And with the success this movie's had, especially during the pandemic, and now that movie theaters are opening, more people are being able to go see movies in the theater. It's had a good box office run, as well as, available on streaming now. So I believe that we're going to get some sequels from this. And he is down, because I've heard a few interviews with Bob, and he has said that he would love to play this character again. And it would be great to see him and his dad, Christopher Lloyd, in another film. And like you mentioned, towards in the end, I think even during mid credits, there's a scene with, I won't say, but there's another scene at the end, and it's hinting at a sequel. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get a franchise out of this.
Yes.
And I'm all for it. I had a lot of fun, and I'm down for more.
Yeah, I can definitely see this with like three movies, like a trilogy, just balls to the wall action, like John Wick, And talk about a transformation. Bob Odenkirk, a guy I would never predicted being an action star. He really sells his performance. You can tell he trained. He knows all the fight sequences. Everything looked realistic. Great ensemble of actors, actresses in this film. Connie Nielsen playing his wife, and then obviously Christopher Lloyd playing his father, and everybody coming together and just kicking ass and taking on the Russians. So pleasantly surprised in this film. It exceeded my expectations. It was a pretty perfect movie, something I really wanted with everything going on in the world. Great action movie, and movie I highly recommend. So that being said, I'm going to give Nobody a 4 out of 5 Bob Odenkirk hair pieces.
Those are my feelings precisely. I had a great time with it. It delivered and everything that I wanted it to. I was pretty awe-inspired by the performance from Bob Odenkirk, how he transformed himself for the role, took it seriously, got in shape for it. You know, he's not a big muscle-bound guy, but he definitely sold the role. He looks like he can actually fight, take care, you know, protect his family. And yeah, I love Christopher Lloyd. I love that little role. Seeing him in an action film was pretty amazing. I never thought I'd see that old dog with a weapon and blasting guys. So that was really cool. I like the humor sprinkled throughout, of course, with Bob being a comedian. You know, there's going to be some funny lines in there, and there are some funny lines in the movie and funny parts, but mostly it's action, and it's about getting about getting the revenge on the wrongdoing to him, and him getting his life, finding that spark in life, and it reawakens something that he had within him, and it brings his family together, you know, even amidst the chaos that's going on with all these people after him. But yeah, I loved it. I can't wait to see more. Thumbs up all around for me. I'm also giving Nobody from Bob Odenkirk a 4 out of 5 Hutch Mansell hair pieces.
If you guys haven't already, check out our 420 podcast with the entire Cinephellas crew. We had a blast with that, talking about stoner flicks, drugs, and movies, and a lot more. But it's right up here on our YouTube channel. We have plenty more podcast reviews and videos coming very soon.
Mortal Kombat.
And Mortal Kombat coming soon. We'll have to review that, mate.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is Hutch Myers and Uncle Henry over there signing out from Cinephellas. Until the next movie review. Cheers!